2 weeks had passed since Lois Queen wrote her series of articles on the mysterious vigilante. She eased into telling everyone he wasn't Clark Luthor, but he had Clark Luthor's powers and also his weaknesses. The people of Metropolis read the articles and realized that this new vigilante had not been acting like Clark Luthor at all. Even the criminals the vigilante caught added that not only did he not kill them, he wasn't unnecessarily rough with them. As the people of Metropolis consumed the articles, they all began to believe Lois. Clark Luthor killed her husband. Why would she help him? Lois's final article made a plea to the world to gather all of the kryptonite they could find and bring it to her because it wasn't fair to depend on Clark Kent's help and have tons of the material that could kill him floating around. The director of astrobiology at Swan Communications had called Lois and told her that they were willing to coordinate international efforts to collect the kryptonite. They could use the company jet to collect it and transport it to Metropolis. Lois was able to convince her father, General Sam Lane, to coordinate military efforts to collect the kryptonite around the nation and bring it in to Metropolis. The people were willing to believe Lois, but weren't necessarily ready to give up their security. So Lois held a town hall that was streamed all over the world where she pled with people to come together to help her help Clark Kent. They wanted to know why was it so urgent to get rid of all of the kryptonite. Lois announced that she was looking into a big story and she couldn't name the culprit just yet, but someone in Metropolis was building a weapon that could kill Clark Kent and he was planning on using kryptonite to power it. The weapon was powerful enough to destroy the city of Metropolis and possibly more. The citizens in attendance all gasped in shock. So even if some were unsure about helping another Clark, they knew they needed to give up the kryptonite to save their own lives. The street in front of the Daily Planet was filled from one side to the other with kryptonite, so much so that it blocked the Daily Planet's door. Lois was outside organizing the people as they dropped off the kryptonite. Tess walked up to Lois fuming. She asked, how the hell were they supposed to get a paper out today if they're all trapped outside? Lois snarkily responded, there was a back door. Feel free to use it. Tess went on, this is a fire hazard, and Lois was going to get her fined. Lois smiled and said, I don't think so, Tess. Lois motioned in the direction of the fire captain who was helping gather the kryptonite. Lois turned to Tess and said, I know you don't understand what it's like for people to actually listen to you and respect your opinion, but the people of Metropolis trust me. Tess thought to herself, they won't for long. She said out loud, they won't even be able to get rid of the kryptonite. Then a line of trucks pulled up and people started loading them with kryptonite. Lois flippantly said, don't worry, we've got that covered too. Malcolm Malone watched the coverage of the great kryptonite gathering on the TV in his office in the Galaxy Communications building. Malone's security team leader opened his mouth to speak and Malcolm's arm transformed into a metal spike and he thrust it into the leader's head. As his arm went back to normal, Malcolm said, I guess I'll have to take care of this myself.